This team has built a really fun game that you play with a computer. Sometimes on Wednesday afternoons after class, I lead some improv exercises. And there's a game called Mind Meld, where two players are trying to converge on the same word. And you're just about to get a more detailed explanation about that game and how it works from Raul and his team.
My name is Raul. I'm here with my teammates, Shannon, Mike, and Ray. We built Convergence, a word association where you and an AI try to read each other's minds. As humans, we actually read each other's minds all the time. For example, think of the letter E and the color gray. What animal comes to mind? If it's an elephant, something remarkable just happened. With very little information exchanged, we thought of the same thing. This idea powers our game. So I'll begin by skipping our tutorial and get right to customizing my new AI friend with some interests. In real life, when it comes to personal interest, I might be really into pizza, but I don't think about it all the time. Instead, if someone mentions crust, I'm more likely to think about pizza crust, as opposed to pie crust or the Earth's crust. Our AI's personality feature behaves in a similar way. Once I'm ready, I begin the game by submitting my AI's interest, the outdoors, and my starting word, spider. Shannon will play the game for me.
At this point, I can see both my starting word and the word chosen by the AI. My goal is to select a word related to both. You might wonder how we prevent the AI from picking something I've never heard of. We account for this by restricting the machine's first word to a set of the 1,500 most common nouns. This helps stabilize the initial conditions of the game. So let's go here. Spider and camp. I'll choose forest. Forest and jungle. That sounds like rainforest. Nice. Victory. With thousands of words in the English language, we've converged on the same word in just a few rounds. I can even look at how close we got by checking out this cool graph we made on Canvas. Anyway, it's intuitive to think of words as being close or not. Take red and green. They're both colors, so that should make them close. And again, they're also opposites. How do we deal with this? Can we quantify such complex relationships?
Enter word embeddings, aka thinking of words as points in space. In a 3D space, we can view things from many different angles, allowing 2 points to be far or close, depending on your perspective. We can use this trick to get close to things in some way while remaining distant in some other way, like these people who tricked me into believing that they're holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We use this same idea, but instead of 3 dimensions, a whopping 200. This gives us room to capture many complex associations between words. But how do we even assign coordinates to words? Perhaps a word can be hot or cold, solid or liquid. It's an interesting idea for sure, but picking word qualities can be subjective. We might make mistakes and pick qualities that are pretty useless, like aquarium-like or not aquarium-like. Instead, we should let computers find the optimum. They're really good at that. The only downside is that it's not always clear exactly what the dimensions mean. A lot of it depends on how the AI is trained. So here's Ray to tell you more about that.
Thanks, Mike. So we trained our AI with a neural network that takes in a collection of text and outputs the words as coordinates in space. Similar words live closer to each other in the space, and best of all, we can do math with these representations. This is how we combine cheese and crust to generate pizza, for example. It's beautiful, isn't it? But it comes with a cost. Training the model with 1 million words took about 30 minutes, and loading the model into memory took between 5 to 10 seconds each time we restarted our server. As you can imagine, this could have really slowed us down. But thankfully, we found a solution. We separated the AI object from our database and server like this. With this architecture, we are able to retrain our AI and work on our server with a great degree of independence. We'll certainly make a few improvements in the upcoming weeks, so stay tuned. Please feel free to play, share, and break our server. We definitely look forward to making it a bit more fun experience. Thank you.
All right, that was awesome. I was actually trying it out. It's incredible the words that the AI was guessing in between.
Yeah.
I couldn't win though, but it was really cool. How much the AI seemed to know what I was thinking.
I played that game a lot, and I did find that like once you sort of get a sense for how it thinks, you can start to win it, and it starts to make some really incredible leaps that like start to make me concerned.
Yeah, the word to vec. I think the word vectoring. It's I'm a big fan of the game code names, and it was making jumps like that. 'Cause I typed in Superman, and then it was like garbage. It's like okay, and then I typed in Clark, and it was like Lois Lane. I was like, whoa. I was like,